G'day and welcome back to DuckZorly Gaming and our Let's Play series here in Western Australia. Okay, we are still at it. We are flat out. That's not going to change anytime in the foreseeable future. So we're just going to deal with it. Anyway, what have we got going on at the moment? Currently we have just finished in the last episode Field 2's harvest. So we did a tri-combine harvest there. That's now finished. So the combines have all been put away. They're been refueled, or all of them bar one's been refueled, and they're ready to go for the next field, which we're going to be starting very soon. If not this episode, probably the next. Okay, and top of that, we have windrowed Field 2, so we windrowed all the straw, and we've now currently got, if you can just see there on the mini-map at the moment, we've got a hired hand who's actually driving around on the Axion 900. He's actually doing all the baling at the moment, so we're baling up the straw. Now, we're not keeping the straw, we're just going to bale it up and sell it. And I just thought we'd do that instead of using the loading wagon. So something a little bit different for this one. Plus also we don't have to actually take it into the silo and store it and all that sort of stuff. So we can just take a trailer over, load it up, take it down, deliver it, sell it. And we can do that a few times. So that's what we're going to do. What else we got going on? Okay, well down in Field 9 we did start doing our seeding. So what we're going to do is, if I bring up the map. So down here on Field 9 we have two Axion 5000s with Pronto DC9s on them, and they are planting and fertilizing this field. As you can see, we've already got a first growth and second growth from being overnight, so we're falling a bit behind. But at the moment they have run out of both seed and or fertilizer, or very close thereof. So what we intend to do is we're going to take this truck down that's just here parked in, near the workshop. We load it up with some bags of fertilizer and seed, and we're going to go down there, get these guys loaded up, and then get them going again. Now, the big difference with these guys doing this field and what we had over here with the big plain seeder doing Field 12 is the fact that these two guys have done all this field so far with just their default load. So we're getting a lot better coverage using the Prontos than what we are the big planes, even though the big planes is double the width. So I think our decision to go to the Prontos is quite a good one at this point in time. So that's what we're going to continue on with. All right, so without further ado, let's get into the Kenworth here, and we'll take these bags down to the field, and so we can get them going again with their seeding. Well, you can just see there goes the Class 900 and the Class baler. So we'll be able to sort of do a bit of a side-by-side as we're going down and watch him as he's going through. We've also got tractor and the flatbed trailer over there somewhere on that field, just ready to go and start collecting some of the bales. We've already collected 1 or 2 loads of bales, just to keep up with him a little bit, because otherwise we get to the point where he starts turning around and he'll run over bales and all that sort of stuff. So we want to try and minimize that sort of problem as we're going along. Alright, so we'll have a bit of a look-see. See how he's going. Now look, that's a wonderful sight, isn't it? Seeing the class green and white and yellow. Sorry, white, yellow and red. Where'd I get yellow from? Wonderful, wonderful. Really like the class. Anyway, alright, we're going to move on now. We'll jump in cab as we go down the road. So we're going to be coming off down here to Field 9 prior to getting to the Coca-Cola Bend. And we're going to drop them off here somewhere, and then we're going to bring the tractors up, load them up with the fertilizer and the seed, and then take them back down and get them to start their course again. Once we've got that done, we've also got a load of barley to take down and sell. So we've got a truck fully loaded at the farm ready to go. Now if you remember from the last episode, we were going to take the remnants of the last part of the harvest from Field 2, and there goes the trailer with the bales on it. The last remnants of the harvest of Field 2 fill up with the stuff in the silo that we had stored from that harvest, and take it all down and sell it. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Now what we're going to do here is, we know this has already got its first growth stage here, so we actually are going to go around Coca-Cola Bend, and I'm going to be down on this side of the farm, or this side of the field, to provide them with their loading point for the seed and fertilizer. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to cut across the field here. In fact, what we will do is we will load it right here. Well, offload it, I mean, right here. So we'll do it just off the road. We'll do it just after this next pole. So if we offload it here, now the problem we're going to have now, we've got to try and use this very effectively, because I've also got to bring a tractor down here with some forks, because basically, if I can actually get the offload point to show. Right, I think it's just a bit low at the moment, is it? There it is. Right, so I was just below the ground. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to lower that down. There you go, that's where it's going to offload to. Offload all those. Right, now we're going to leave the truck here so we know where we are. We're then going to jump over here and grab one of these guys. We'll grab the lead guy. And we're going to bring him over. Yeah, so what we've got to be careful of is that trailer, even though we're using the auto load trailer, it doesn't automatically pick up the part used pallets. So anything that we have left there on the side of the road that is not used, and not a full pallet, not fully used, or is a like a partially empty pallet, we'll have to come down with a set of forks and pick them up and take them back, because the trailer itself won't pick them up. So just a minor thing we have to be mindful of, but at the end of the day, that's just what's going to have to happen, obviously. Alright. Now thankfully, because only at the first growth stage, we're not going to do any real damage here. So quickly we're going to come up here, we're going to line up and get some fertilizer and some seed. So fertilizer, we've only used sort of half a tank of the fertilizer, but we have used a full tank of seed. I'm just hoping I've brought enough down here to refill. And somehow I don't think I have. I might have to go get some more seed, to be honest. Alright, I'm going to go the other side for the seed. Pull up here, we're going to load up and be good to go. Now I can't remember what size seed. I think they were 5,000 litre seed bags, and they were. So we're going to have enough seed. Yeah, so with these seed bags, the ones we've actually got, they're various sizes that are available. You can get even up to, I think 30,000 litres is the biggest size you can get. Now, it's a great idea. The only problem with these by default is as you go up in the bigger sizes, they're actually more expensive. So you would think that the price of them would actually decrease with the more you buy, but it's actually not the case. So it actually works out, the best bang for buck size of those bags is actually the 5,000 litre. So I think the 5,000 litre was about $4,000 or $4,400, and if you got the 10,000 litre, for instance, it was about $14,000. So it was a huge difference in the price. All right, so we're going to bring this course up again. Now we're just going to make sure we're lined up correctly. We're on the right. We'll make sure, yeah, we should be okay there. Nearest waypoint, and we're going to send him off and running. Off he goes. He's happy as Larry. Right, so take this guy over now. Do the same job with him. Fold it up. And then we'll be good to go again. Now these guys will probably need filling at least once more. So in the interim, we'll leave the seeds and the fertilizer over here at the side of the road. And hopefully we'll get this done quickly enough that we don't have another growth stage for the headers. But in any case, we'll just have to deal with that as it comes along. So what are we going to do next? Well, next, I think after we've done this, we've done the offloading of the barley. I think we're going to be getting ready to do our next harvest on one of the fields that are ready. And we've got a number of fields that are actually ready. Which one we're going to do, I don't know. I think what we might do is we might do the 2 fields up in the eastern side. They're both the oat fields. We might get those done, clear those out, and then we'll look at what's going to be next from there. We have got the big fields over here to do. Probably won't do those straight off. We'll probably try and get some of the other stuff done first and come to those big fields basically last as we're coming along. Alright, being a bit picky there, doesn't want to pick those ones up from that point, so we'll flick around. Almost full. There we go. Right. So I'm not sure how much we've got left there now, but we'll deal with that later, a little bit later. We might have to go and pick some more up and bring it in. But anyway, alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to unfold this guy again, lower the covers, and we're going to get him ready to go. So I hope everyone is doing really well. We are on about, I think this is episode 7 or 8 or possibly even 9. Losing a bit of track. Sometimes it's a big effort to get these episodes out because there's so much to do off camera as well. Just in sort of fit little bits and getting these going. Certainly haven't been so bad with this episode. It sort of flowed straight on from the last 2, but sometimes the prep can be quite time consuming as we set this guy on his merry way. There we go, he's happy as Larry. This guy here is happy. So we're going to leave them go as they are. So that's alright. Now we're going to jump over here and have a look and see how our guy is going with our baling. He's doing our east-west tracks now, so that's okay. He's flat out with that. What we might do is we might grab the zero on over there and collect some bales quickly. We'll go around and finish off the header row primarily because we want to make sure that we don't have anything the guy's going to run into as they're doing the east-west track. So we'll go around and pick them up. Work mode on, there we go. Alright, and we'll just go around here and pick them all up. So as you see, there's going to be a whole pile of bales. We're actually going to count how many bales we get off this field. I'm not going to sell any bales until we've collected them all, and then we're going to see exactly how many we've got off the field, just to give us an indication of how big the field is and what our yield's going to be going forward. Now, one of our subscribers, now I can't remember the name, it's 007 something or other, was talking about the fact that when we discussed about whether or not we should lime going forward, and he made the point as well, it depends on whether you're going to make enough profit out of that to cover the cost of the lime and all that sort of stuff. We still haven't fully decided whether we're going to do that. I did actually find a new mod has been released, the Terra-Rogator or Terra-Gator, which is a 3-wheel contraption, and it had a huge lime spreader on the back of it, and it was a 150,000 litre capacity. I thought, you know what, that'd be fine, so we actually loaded that up, but we tested that on another map. The only problem with that is once you do fully load that with lime, the thing bottoms out and only drives at like 3 k's an hour. So the whole point of having a fully laden unit to go off and do the lime is negated by that fact. So we put that thing away and we haven't bothered with that again. So for the moment, as we said, we're going to not do the lime. What we'll do instead is we'll take the hit and we'll just take the 10% loss and go on from there. Alright, I'm just going to pump this lot here, just temporarily. And then once we've finished with all of them, we'll bring them all to a consolidated area and we'll do a count, stack them up properly, all that sort of stuff, and then we'll go off and sell them. But that'll be over probably one episode or two, and then also some off-camera sales, because there'll be plenty of trips to do those bales for sure. Alright, auto load back on, let's continue on. Alright, there we go. Love the fact that we've got an auto baler and a big capacity. I love this thing that our Falfo's put out. Yes, I know it's not realistic, but I've never said I was going to do realistic farming. Or not to that level anyway, so yeah, it's much better than sitting here for hours on end watching me try and handle bales manually. That's for sure. Although saying that, doing a fair bit more pallet handling and all that sort of stuff in 19, I've actually improved probably significantly to what I was in relation to 17, but it's still not good enough to warrant that being on camera in any way, shape or form. So certainly for these bales, we're just going to continue on using the auto stacker. Like I said, when the actually what we will do, I just thought of that. No, actually we don't know sale point. I was just thinking what we might do. It'd be funny to do a grass field on this map, and do it with the X-Tractor X, or the Tractor X baler. Sorry, bale wrapper, I should say. Talk and think straight. Anyway, yeah, it'd be interesting to see how long of an actual silage snake we could actually have on one of these fields. We might still do that just for its and giggles, but yeah, something to have a think about. So that could be quite funny. Alright, well, we've done enough of that for now, so what we'll do is we're going to leave this guy here. We're going to head back to the farm, and we're going to grab the truck and go off and do a delivery. Whoops, as I run into the pole. So our truck is just around here. Our big Kenworth. And he is fully loaded with barley, so we've got 540,000 litres of barley there ready to go. And we're going to head off and get that going. All right. The other thing we did do too, which we've done off camera, is we put in a new workshop over there. The reason being, I had a few difficulties getting the workshop over here to work when I was trying to reconfigure the combines. So we have actually put in a new workshop there to use as well. We did a little bit of ground adjustment, but all should be grand. It shouldn't be too much of an issue. So we're going to take this delivery down. Once we've done this, we'll be pretty close to getting to the end of this episode already. That's the thing with running such a big farm with big fields. It very quickly soaks up the time. So as you can see there, our field 12 is growing nicely for our new planting. The planting of wheat instead of cotton. Anyway, we'll forget about that and we'll just move along. And we're going to fly down here, go around Koala Bend, check on the progress at field 9, and sell this stuff off. Now, when we get down to the sell point, we will need to, down near Cargill, we will need to check to see which area is going to give us the best sale price as well, because last time we went down and did a load, it was Cargill, but the prices may have changed. So we want to maximise the money we have got, and do that. Now, what I do have to do as well is in testing that Terragator, I did actually take a loan out from the bank, so that's why we've got a bit extra money again. Once we've sold this this lot of barley, we'll pay back the loan as well, because we want to be loan neutral if we can. We don't want to be paying any interest, so we'll get that paid back and move on from there. So, the other things to look out for at the moment, we have got as we said previously, Nathan6930, a good friend of the channel and a great modder in his own right and map maker, his Meadow Grove farm for Farming Simulator 19 has been sent to Giants. It's in the Giants queue for testing, so hopefully we shall see that fairly soon, so keep an eye out for that. We have got a map review coming on that. I know we did a live stream on one of the early test versions of his map of 19, Farming Simulator 19 version, but now it's basically in the completed state of what he sent off. I have access to that. We will do an actual formal map review and get that out as well. Now our good friend JJ has also been looking for a couple of different maps of the sort that sort of will interest me. As I've said previously with map reviews, I'm only going to do stuff that I think is interesting for myself and maybe interesting for my viewers. I'm not going to go out there and just do every single map. There's a lot of the maps I look at but I don't like. I don't see the point in covering them all. There's certainly those that I think you, my viewers, will actually enjoy yourselves as well as what I would. Then certainly you can expect to see a map review here for that. So for instance, Oakfield is coming at some point from Oxygen David, so that will be reviewed at some point as well when that's released. Anyway, we continue on down here now, getting down closer. We'll get to the turn off into Cargill and the West Australian Grain Corp and all that, and then what we'll do is have a look at the prices. One thing I've noticed with this truck and these trailers is when they're fully laden, you've got a big load, it does get a bit unstable, so we do need to be a little bit mindful of that too. There's no point tearing down the corner at 100 mile an hour and then doing a sharp turn, because that's probably when we're going to flip it. But here we are, we're here now. So we'll turn in through here. Now before we get to this intersection here, I'll call this an intersection, well the divergence of paths, we're going to check the prices and just see what prices we've got. So barley, Cargill is still the best price, so we're going to go straight down to Cargill and sell there. Alright, we'll get ready to go unload our first trailer, which is there. Now Cargill is this one down directly in front of us where the big Aussie flag is flying. And our other two sale points are up there, and of course the sale point for our straw and bales is over in here, as we've seen previously as well. The other thing down here, if you can't remember, is our lime buy point, so we buy our lime from down here. You won't really see us coming down here to buy lime. We've got a course set for our trucks. We can just set a truck on its course and it'll come down here to load up with lime, take it back up and dump it in the silo up at the farm that we installed, which works much better for us. Now we're going to cut through here mainly because the fact it helps us line up a little bit better coming through here. Coming from the other direction is actually normally a bit easier, but we'll give this a go today and see how we go. Someone left that damn door open again. You're going to take the bloody thing off if they're not careful. Right, one trailer done. Well, not done. I missed it. Stuffed that up. I'm going to have to come back and turn around and go through it again. This one's obviously a little bit more narrow than the farm. I was pretty sure I could fit both of them through, but obviously not. So we'll just do it one by one for this time through, and make sure we set it all off. So $58,000 or $59,000, close enough to for each load, each trailer. So we've got 6 trailers here. So it's about a total of about $340,000 to $350,000 which isn't too bad. So up about the $200,000 mark now. That's the fourth trailer unloaded. Well, third, and I've got the front one to redo, as we said. Fifth trailer up. Last trailer, and then we'll go back through and empty the first one. And because of that, that's about where we're going to end the episode. So we're just going to go down here and do a UE and then come back through and offload that. So thanks very much for watching. Hope you liked the episode. We are going to be coming back here and we'll be getting back into a tri-combine harvest will be the next episode, and we'll be getting stuck into that and see what trouble we can get into. So yeah, if you liked the episode, please press that like button. If you didn't, press the dislike button, that's okay. And of course, if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing as well. We would love to have you aboard here with us and enjoy time in Farming Simulator 19 with us. As we try and do the big turn down here, don't forget to press that notification alarm bell as well. That way you'll be notified when we have new videos available on the channel, or if we've got a live stream coming up, all that sort of stuff. And we'd love to have you join us for any of those in the future. So that's DuckZorly at DuckZorly Gaming as we go in and do this last trailer. No matter where you are in the world, whether it be morning, afternoon, evening or night, take care of yourselves and your loved ones. And we'll see you again very, very soon back here at DuckZorly Gaming. Take care. See you later. Bye.